The first day of school went smoothly for most schools, with a large number of the student roll arriving on time for assembly. Over in the east at Princess Margaret School, the students came in orderly, ready for the day's lessons. Principal Dr. Wendy Lewis said attendance is usually high.
Every first day we get all of our students returning and know that they are allowed to wear their hair as they want. I know they would be very happy to come and show off some of these hairstyles.
While the new grooming policy is in place, several with locks still wore their tams, while some bared their plaited hair. On the issue of COVID-19, Dr. Lewis said many were still following protocols.
We have quite a few asthmatics, but even though some might not be wearing the mask right now, by the time they're going to the classroom, they will put them on. Some might, but they don't have to. We plan to add more because every classroom right now, we don't have in all, but we are going to put in to make sure that children can sanitize. But the teachers have spray bottles. So where there's not a station, they're still sprayed.
Over at Rennell Weeks Primary School, it was hard to imagine there were classes, as the compound was extremely quiet. They came in and, like clockwork, went to wash their hands. The student monitor says the children follow the rules still because COVID is still present.
It is nice working with the children on a day-to-day basis. You know, you find some with different attitudes, but you try to work with them and put them on the right level. Sometimes they do, but, you know, we speak to them and let them know, well, you know, COVID is still out there, and, you know, you still have to keep your distance to a certain extent.
And senior teacher Beverly Allen at Rennell Weeks said all systems were go.
The children seem quite excited to be back without the mask, so it's very exciting. We didn't really have much of a problem in terms of the policy. You know, primary school tend to be a little different than the secondary school. But as they're coming, we'll be observing and just reinforcing that, you know, they need to adhere to the grooming policy. But we don't really see much of a problem.
And over at Christchurch Foundation School, teachers kept watch for any deviation from the grooming policy. Principal David McCarthy said there wasn't much difference this morning.
Not much different from last term, because all really that has changed this term is the fact that we don't have the mask mandate. But as I observe, quite a few students are still wearing their masks, and we basically reconfirm that with them to let them know that it is their right to do so if they are comfortable, and it is still a good thing to do. And I also would have encouraged them when they're on public transport to still don their masks, because as has been said in many quarters, the COVID is still with us.
Students are back in the classroom and ready to learn during this Hillary term. Wendy Burke, CBC News.